I now recognize the chairman of the full committee, Mr. Westerman, for an opening statement.
Thank you, Chairman Tiffany, for holding this hearing today. I also want to thank Representative Siscomani for compiling this crucial legislation. The committee traveled to Representative Siscomani's district last year to see firsthand the environmental destruction happening on southern federal borderlands. We went to the border with Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels. Sheriff Daniels told us something I'd like everyone to remember as we listen to today's hearing. We do not have a border security problem in this country. We have an organized crime problem, is what the sheriff told us at that field hearing. Nowhere is this issue more pronounced than on federal lands. People often don't realize just how much of our southern border is comprised of federal land. In Arizona, for example, 80% of the border is federally owned. On this committee, we have often highlighted the serious problems that result from excessive federal land ownership. But these issues take on an even greater significance along the southern border, where America's safety and sovereignty are on the line. Whenever I meet with CBP officials, they reiterate how difficult it is to patrol the federal portions of the border. These agents, who are just trying to do their jobs, frequently lack accessible roads to conduct effective patrols and must contend with the head-scratching absence of physical barriers that are proven to reduce illegal immigration. In some areas, restrictive land use designations, such as wilderness areas, mean agents must stop active pursuit of dangerous criminals because they can't use mechanized or motorized equipment. Instead, they have to wait for horses to arrive while dangerous illegal immigrants get further and further away. This just isn't common sense. These restrictions come with considerable cost. When we fail to secure our federal lands, we fail to secure our border. This lesson was revealed in painful clarity during the recent chaos of the Biden administration when more than 8 million illegal entry attempts occurred along the southern border. This surge in illegal crossings pushed law enforcement to the brink and imperiled the well-being of large swaths of our public lands. Drug and human traffickers seek out remote areas to access the country and evade detection. Illegal immigrants cut trails through sensitive wildlife habitat, start wildfires, and leave behind an estimated 6 to 8 pounds of trash per person. Illegal immigration also deters members of the public from visiting these areas, effectively nullifying their right to safe access. The effects of illegal immigration extend far beyond the southern border. In California, dangerous cartels grow illegal marijuana on federal forest lands and use the proceeds to fund gang wars, human trafficking, and other illicit activities. In New York, an overwhelming crush of migrants prompted the Biden administration to turn National Park Service land into an illegal immigrant tent city against the sustained outrage of local residents. Action is long overdue, and the Flash Act will tackle some of the most urgent issues facing federal borderlands. It will demand better coordination between federal land managers and Border Patrol agents to improve enforcement in remote areas. The legislation requires federal agencies to meaningfully address trash accumulations, marijuana cultivation, and other environmental hazards on our public landscapes. The bill also guarantees appalling abuses of national park lands, like what happened at Floyd Bennett Field, will never happen again. Finally, the Flash Act includes my legislation that would build new roads along the southern border to increase the operational effectiveness of Border Patrol operations. I first learned about the lack of accessible roads from Border Patrol agents on a tour in the Coronado National Forest, and it overwhelmingly remains the #1 security concern I hear about on our federal lands. Taken together, these statutory authorities will complement the work President Trump is doing to secure our border and keep our nation safer and more prosperous for generations to come. Again, I'm grateful for Representative Siscomani's leadership on the issue, and I especially appreciate all the witnesses who have traveled to be here. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.